Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing, everybody? I'm super excited to introduce you a very passionate and enthusiastic woman. She is a self-published author, a soul awakening speaker. She won an award for Outstanding Woman in Scotland 2018. Her book, 101 plus ways to overcome life's biggest obstacles, made way through to Hollywood during Oscars 2016. She is master leadership coach, mentor. Let's welcome with a huge applause in the house, Leila Khan.
Yay!
That's an amazing introduction. Thank you. Thank you, my love. It's so good to be back.
It's our session number 5, so I'm really grateful for helping this group to take power back from any story what happened and just live life, extraordinary life. Today, I would love to talk with you about financial freedom. Woo! Thumbs up.
Let's talk about money.
Let's talk about money. I raised up in a very poor family. My parents, most of their lives were under debit. All what I learned about money was what I can learn through internet or books. My first book, Tony Robbins' Game of Money. I like this book so much. I love your book, chapter 5 on overcoming poverty mindset. We have Joy here with us. Hello, Joy.
Hey everyone!
I'm always very grateful Joy joined us, and she also is reading Leila book, and she's entrepreneur back from Colorado. So let's give also her applause.
Oh, thank you.
And I would like to ask you, Leila, what is financial freedom? What does it mean?
Beautiful question. Okay, so financial freedom is about, it's so many different things, but essentially financial freedom is about knowing your worth and knowing that you are receiving the finances for who you are as a person. Yeah, when we're financially free, you know, I have very out of the box thinking, but it's usually the thing that people need to learn. So being financially free is about saying you have the money coming in and you're earning money, you're saving money, you're investing money, you have a beautiful relationship with money, you don't resent money, you appreciate it, and it grows and it grows and it grows, right? So being financially free is about having the freedom to live your life without having to worry about money.
It sounds like a dream.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Could you tell us what are the common beliefs on money and where are they coming from?
Yeah. So one of the most common beliefs that people tend to have about money is that money is evil.
Yeah.
And I'm Muslim myself, and I've spent a lot of time like reading and learning from the Bible. I spend a lot of time around people who are Christian. I've been in churches more than I have in mosques. I've just always had this affinity. And so one of the things that I learned over the years is that in the Bible, it doesn't say that, people say that money is evil and that it comes from the Bible, and it's not true. What it says in scripture is that the root of all evil
is the love of money.
The love of money,
right?
Exactly. But it's not money itself. Money itself is not the root of evil. It's the love of money, and there's more to it, right? So the love of money when, hey Sandra, hey Sinead. So it's when the love of money is about, with evil intentions, with greed, with lust, with even control and power. Yeah, so it's when money is used for bad intentions, that's when it's evil. Of course, it's like when anybody does makes decisions that are not helpful or loving or kind, then that's not going to be good, right? So money itself is not evil. Money itself is just such a beautiful tool, and we'll talk about that as we go along. So that's one of the main beliefs. For women in particular, we haven't, when we think about historically, we haven't gone through history being programmed and conditioned with positive beliefs about our own success. We haven't gone through life and society and programming, believing that we can have multi-million dollar or multi-million pound businesses. We've been conditioned to be the house, the kind of homemakers, the mothers, the nurturers, the housewife, and so on, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. But what has happened is men have had that conditioning, so they have the programming in their mind of how to make money, how to invest, how to save, how to be financially free, because they have been the providers, so they've had to learn. And I would say, for sure, I mean, it's probably for a much longer time, but I would definitely say for the past 40 years, there has really been a shift. Now I'm going to be 40 in November, so I've definitely seen the shift.
No kidding.
Yeah, totally.
You should have a live lessons like Joy for always 18.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to grow old. We're not growing old. You know what I mean?
Here you go.
I would probably say maybe over the past 50, maybe 60 years, there's been a real shift in women becoming empowered, in women making the choices to work, to be successful, to provide for their families. Yeah, we've probably had those experiences ourselves. We work, we have our businesses, we make money. But the reason why it can be such a challenge for women is because we've not had the programming, the original blueprint in our minds to say, you can make money, you are capable of making money, there is always more than enough to go around, you have to just ask and receive. And so even the psychology of us as women, we've got many different beliefs from family, from culture, from tradition, from TV, from media, where women aren't seen at the top of their game. And there's so many stories, isn't it? We've probably come across all these stories of women who've been successful women in business, and things they've had to do to be successful, and this, that, and the other. And it's like, well, we're changing things up. We're saying, now it's my time. Now I am more than capable of making money, doing a really good job, being promoted, asking for a raise, asking for what I deserve, valuing myself. And for those of us that have our own businesses, we can command high fees because we know our value.
I love the point on blueprint, and on culture factor, which basically shapes us, and also on religion and all the beliefs we are taught in homes. Yeah. And I remember my mom telling me, hey, money doesn't grow on the trees, money doesn't fall from the sky, you need to work hard for the money. So from the early age, I was thinking, I need to work as hard as my mom in order to have some money. And I always had to ask my parents for a little money to get some chocolate. So I always get this feeling of guilt or shame, asking for money, begging for money, not comfortable, because of it was never given me just like naturally. So I had to I'm still overcoming this feeling of not feeling comfortable and confident talking about money, how much money I have, how much money I want to earn. So it's a huge topic, so many questions. I would like to ask you how to shift from the poverty mindset. I know this class has 40 minutes, but is there any, like the lowest, the simplest thing to do to start working on our mindset from poverty mindset to the abundance that, hey, this is enough, we have enough, like you said, like it's more than enough for everybody.
Yeah. So I love that question. I really do. There are a number of shifts that we can make. Okay, so just to give a bit of background, I grew up in Hackney in London, which is known for, it has changed over the years, but it's known for being murder mile. Growing up in the 1980s, it was very violent. You would just hear, I would just hear like gunshots, you know, the police sirens, ambulance sirens would be going all night. There was poverty, you know, in how I grew up, like my mom and I and my two brothers, we grew up in a very, very small room, you know, in a very big house, but we were just in a small room. Right. And my mum, she worked really, really hard. You know, she worked so hard to make some money. She would sew leather linings and jackets, you know, which took a toll on her body, but she did her absolute best. And what I saw growing up was very much like yourself. You know, I would ask my mum for maybe some new shoes or maybe some, you know, some new item of clothing or something for school. Right. And she wouldn't always be able to give it to me. And so growing up, obviously, you think, well, you don't hate on your parents because they don't have it. But I felt this responsibility that as soon as I turned 17, I was going to get a job and I'm going to make money and I'm going to help my mum and I'm going to pay for things for her and I'm going to give her a good life and I'm going to invest in her and I'm going to treat her, you know, in ways that she's never been treated in such a good way. And still to this day, every time a sale comes into my business, every single time, I think about my mum and I'm like, okay, I can buy my mum a bunch of flowers, or I can buy my mum a box of chocolates, or I can save towards her retirement. Like I would love to retire my mum. I would love to be able to give her a happy retirement, right? And so this is one of the core motivators for me in my business, because I saw my mum with not enough. I saw her really struggling. And I know many of us here can resonate with that as well. And so what I had to do, because my programming was, you know, there's never enough money. The programming I grew up with is you're from Hackney, you're not going to be a success, you're going to get married, you're going to have an arranged marriage, and you're not going to, yeah, exactly. And it's like, me? No. That's for another story. That's for another episode. But the thought of me being able to be independent and financially make my own money, I was just like, that's not happening. So I grew up around that poverty mindset, around that the poverty mindset is essentially, I am not enough. Yeah, poverty mindset is I am not enough. It looks like I don't have enough money. Yeah, it looks like I don't have enough money, but actually what it is I am not enough. And so poverty mindset is about saying, it's about love. It's about saying, I recognize myself. I am enough as a person. My personality is perfect. My characteristics are perfect. Obviously, no one's perfect. Well, everyone's perfect, but we all have imperfections, right? So it's this idea of recognizing that you are enough. Like you have the intelligence, you have the characteristics, you have the personality, you have the confidence, you have the self-belief, you have the mindset, you have the capability to use who you are as a person to create your own success. Let me just take it a step back. So as a person, poverty mindset is the whole idea, I'm not enough. To transform it into abundance mindset, we say, I am enough. Yeah, I am enough. One of my programs at the moment is a 21-day self-love challenge. And when I was writing out the copy, I wrote on there, what's the words? The words were, about 10 years ago, I had enough because I realized that I am enough. exactly as I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So abundance mindset is saying I'm enough and there is more.
So, could you tell us what happened in you as a breakthrough? What may help you to realize that you are enough?
Oh, so I love your
So,
questions. It's so good with it. Okay, so basically, it was about 10 years ago. Um, I was I was deciding to divorce my now ex-husband,
mhm,
and I had a really good job as a teacher. Um, and to be honest with you, our expenses were okay, like we could cover them. But I got to the point where I was like worrying and stressing about money and not being able to provide for myself. And the point when everything shifted for me, I looked in the mirror and that I realized that I didn't love myself as much as I could. Like I remember the moment I was saying affirmations to myself in the mirror, and I was saying I love you, I love you, I love you. And the thing is, the feeling came back that I didn't love myself.
mhm.
Yeah? And so it's that feeling that I felt really upset, and I felt um kind of, what's the word? I felt like I just had enough. You know when you get that moment, maybe when we walked away from a relationship and we're just like, enough is done. I'm so, so sick and tired of feeling low, feeling upset. I'm
Yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah.
you know what I
You
mean?
just
Like I'm just
make
done.
like make a closure for the.
Yeah, exactly. Like enough is enough. Like helas, like enough is enough.
Mhm.
And so I got to that stage where it was like, you know what? I just have to trust myself. Exactly. I have to trust myself, and I have to trust God. I have to trust the universe. It's time for me to take care of myself to make sure that I'm okay. And when it comes to making money, one of the reasons, like I've always loved making money. I have such a deep, beautiful appreciation for money. And so I don't resent it. I don't hate it. I love it. Money supports me. Money loves me. Money wants me to do well. Money wants to be in my world, right? And so I recognize that I have to take care of myself. And, you know, I might not be in a relationship. So no one's going to take care of me. I have to do it myself. And that's like the best gift that we can give ourselves, that independence. Um, because also in relationship, I just don't think it's fair to put pressure on my partner to be the only breadwinner. You know,
I
I want,
agree. I agree.
you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah.
So, all
So
right. Oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead, Joy. Go ahead. You always have something super great questions. I'll
Um,
wait.
so, so with mine, I listening to Lila, I realized that it's not that, like she said, she have the poverty mindset. Mine is I have the problem of prioritizing, because I grew up, my parents taught me that money is not priority. Like seek the kingdom first and everything is added to it, you know.
Mm.
So money is not the priority. And now I remember that I have money. I don't have a problem with money, but my problem is it just goes by. Like I always have empty account.
Yeah, like
Mm.
So my question is, when you feeling like you're done, I had enough, and you move on and make great to yourself, what is the first action that you did to change that mindset? Because like me, what you think is the first action that I need to do to overcome that, to prioritize myself?
Really good, really, really good. So, what I was hearing when you were talking about the kind of not prioritizing money is that money wasn't valued. Yeah, it wasn't like, it's like God comes first and money was somewhere there. Yeah. The shift for me comes when money, God, love, relationships is all one. it's all part of the same circulation, because God is providing. Like my customers and my clients don't give me money. God provides, right? All of my needs are met, and God provides through my courses, through my customers, through my clients. Yeah, which is a very, very different mentality and energy, because it means that it's coming from source. It means that it's coming from the provider, from the ultimate provider, which you could say is the universe as well, you know, if that resonates more. So to value money means that you are allowing more to come in. Yeah, you're allowing more to come in. So when we don't value, think about it, when we don't value a relationship, what happens to the relationship? Yeah, when we haven't been valued in relationships with partners and ex-partners who are abusive, what happened to that relationship?
Falling apart.
Exactly. Because there's no appreciation, there's no gratitude, there's no respect. You know, it's like when Anna, I love your introductions, and I just love how grateful you are, because I feel that you value me.
Of course, I
Do you know
do.
what I mean?
My heart.
I know, and I feel it too, right? And it goes the same with Joy as well, with Sandra, with the group. Like, we value it, and so it's always going to grow. Yeah. Think about money. When you value money with gratitude and appreciation and respect and love, and you know, and you're not hating on it, and the limiting beliefs are very, very small, if any. Most people do have limiting beliefs. I have them. I work through them every week. But when we value and appreciate money and success and our businesses and our customers and our clients and our jobs, magic happens, you know, because it's just an energy, but it comes from a source. It comes from the divine. It comes from God. It comes from the universe through you and I. Yeah. So does that answer your question, or did I not answer
Yeah,
it?
it does. It's like, so it connect the dot to valuing, because I feel that's the number one problem of mine. Like, I don't value enough myself, because you know, when like back what happened to me, that I keep molesting on my own brother, so I feel like I don't care, you know, whatever. So, oh my God, like I can't really like lose weight lately. That's because that's the thing. I feel like I don't care. I look good, but no, it's not. It's like I lost that value myself. And watching Anna, to, you know, like introduction to you, and I was like, you know, opening my own business now, I can't do that to my business partner. Like, I'm losing that. And that's the number one that I need to you know, like practice, because I'm not good. Like, I'm so amazed at her. Like, how did she do that? And that's the thing. It's connected to that, like, yeah, the value, because I did not value myself. So how can I value others? Like, introducing that good, that amazing, because I don't feel value myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you. That connected to that, like the
Oh, no,
value.
such a pleasure. And I will just say, because I think it's really important when we could do a session on selling and business, but I know for a fact that the 21-day self-love challenge that I have at the moment is ideal for you as well, because there's lots of nuggets in there in how to value yourself, in how to appreciate yourself, and how to manifest more money. Because these lessons are really important. You know, when you read something or you hear something, you're like, oh, 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 that's the next piece. Oh, I didn't know it, or I didn't see it that way, you know? So, because for women to value ourselves, we have to be able to look in the mirror and be kind to ourselves and transform that language, you know? You're abundant because I say you're abundant because you are. You were born abundance. You were born abundant, right? And so life and society has taught us to believe in our poverty, like the spirit of doubt, the spirit of lack, the spirit of insecurity. Like, you know, that's where we've been told, like, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not clever enough, that person's better, that woman's better, blah 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 blah. And it's like, that's not true. The truth is, you are abundant. And when you see your value, when you recognize your value, say for example at work, this was such a great kind of thing for me. Like, I love challenges and I love just pushing the boundaries, especially when it comes to the financial glass ceiling, the invisible glass ceiling. So I would go for a job, and let me just think about, okay, we'll go with the teaching experience, right? So I'm a teacher by profession, and I had my job as a teacher. I started on £9,000 per year, right? Just in my training teaching assistant year. Within 3.5 years, I shot right up to assistant head teacher. So I went, yeah, it's crazy. It doesn't happen often at all, but I'm like, I'm on it. So here's two things that were happening at the same time. Yep, whoop, whoop, to the top. It's like, I started at 9,000 and then I ended up on a salary of about £50,000.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. Yeah. So what happened was, I started here, I understood and I recognized that I had some experience, but I needed to add more experience in order to receive more money. So I was like, okay, so what job do I want to be promoted up to? What skills do I need to gain? Who do I have to become as a woman to get that promotion? Sorry.
Hey, you have some water?
Drink your coffee.
I don't know where that came from. I'm like ready to go mute. I think it's because it was really good what I was going to say. It's like, okay, hold horses, everyone.
I think we are creating a tension. Oh.
It's like mic drop. Okay, here we go. So I was asking all these questions, right? So at £9,000, I was already looking to the next level up, because I'm not going to stay at £9,000. So I was reverse engineering, yeah? And I knew that in order to ask for a raise, I had to become confident. I had to become assertive. So what I did is I said, okay, I'm gonna use, like I say, I'm gonna use every moment as an opportunity to become more confident and to be more assertive and to be bolder and bolder. And so I got the first promotion, and I said, look at my experience, look at everything that I've done, look at how I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone. The skills I have now match the value and the salary. Yeah, so I said to my head teacher that I'm worth it. So I had that first promotion. Then I did the same with the next level up, and then with the next level up, right? And every single time I was like, okay, I've got this experience now. The job description says if you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, then your salary should be this. And so I asked for salary increases and promotions and negotiation. Can you see how I valued myself every step of the way? And I trusted myself to learn the skills. And then I had the confidence and the belief to just have the conversation, to say, hey, this is what I'm worth now. I would love to stay at this company or this school. This is what the salary is. If you say no, that's fine. I'll go somewhere else where I'm valued, because I want to make sure my money and my value are the same.
So did you create like a board vision for manifesting that job, or it was...
That one, I probably did. I would have had things on there for like my car. So I used to have an Audi TT. That's my like dream car. So that was on my vision board, and of course I manifested that. But I had, see, here's the thing. I manifest money for the experiences. Yeah.
For the experiences.
Yeah. So what I mean is like a holiday is an experience. A first class holiday is an experience. Staying in a 5-star hotel is an experience. Buying a really nice jacket or pair of jeans, which is 40 or 50 or 60
Oh,
pounds.
okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got
You see what I mean? Yeah.
So that's how you manifest. Okay.
Yes. You manifest the experience, you manifest the feeling.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. So to able to be like feeling rich, you have to manifest like you are rich.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
read all this. See, this is my thing, Leila, because I read all these books. I have all these books.
Yes.
The Secret,
Oh,
the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind.
Mhm.
what's the secret?
I'm still not done reading that.
I've told
That's
you the
where
secret. I've actually
that's
told
where
you the
the
secret.
the blueprint that Leila said, that's where they explain there. And then I have this Think and Grow Rich,
I love it.
and I have the 5 second rule. But see, this is the thing. I have all this book, and I have all your book, but I was like, why? I'm still stuck.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And a
So,
I
lot of
have
people
this
are.
thing.
Go ahead, Anna. Sorry.
well, for me, I can really relate with both of you because of I raised up also in this Catholic environment where
Mhm.
money is evil. So what helped me to value more, like my mom didn't value money, or my parents. That's why they didn't ask for promotion, or
Yeah.
they just was okay. It's enough for us. We don't want more. And I ask myself, well, I read like you, Joy, book, and there was a question: why do I want to be rich? Why do I want to be financially free? And I wrote down like all the things I want to create. Like, let's say I want to open foundation, make, and the why increase the value itself. Like, I value money because I know why I use this energy of money to make better the world around me. So that's what basically was my broke my feeling of being stuck. Like, I could read like you the books, and I just didn't understand really the next, like I forgot.
Yeah.
And until I just had this aha moment with myself, hey, why do I read it? What I do really want to get from this book? And if my why is strong enough to push me to use what I learn and get those cifrs on my checks or whatever it is.
6 figure.
Yeah, the 6 figures. You know,
Figures.
making money, it's a journey. It's a journey, right? And a lot of people don't understand that. They just think, and I made this mistake myself. I fell for the trap of, oh, go for the 6 figures, go for the 7 figures, be a millionaire. Now, here's the thing. I have always believed, I've always known in my heart and soul that I'm here to be a multimillionaire. I know it, fact, right? Fact.
Woo!
Yeah, exactly. It's already done. It's done, right? I walk like a millionaire. Like I was teaching at a school like last year, and I walked into the school because I still help out at schools. I can't leave the kids. I love them. And the children were like, you're a millionaire, aren't you? Like, you're so rich. And I was like, I didn't even say this was a new class. They could just tell from my vibe of self-belief. Yeah. So I will be absolutely a multimillionaire. And the reason why, though, is not because so I can sit at home in a beautiful mansion and all of that stuff. Like, that's going to happen. But it's more for what I can do with the money. So in my heart, I know I've already set up a charity which is building schools. Yeah, building schools. and in particular to help with literacy and numeracy. Now, just with the charity itself, I'm going to need to make sure we have investment coming in, that I can pay for to build the schools, pay for the rents, pay for the electricity, the water, pay for the stationery, pay for teachers, pay their salaries, pay for stationery for the children, pay for uniforms for the children if I decide to go that way. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a much bigger vision for that multi-million pounds to be used. Yeah, so what you were saying about the why is so important, like when you know why. So I think a lot of people get caught in be a millionaire, be a millionaire, be a millionaire. I honestly do believe, and it's not to say this it's not a bad thing. I do believe that not everyone is here, like in their soul journey, they are not here to be a millionaire. They are absolutely here to be financially free. They're absolutely here to enjoy money. They're absolutely here to use money, but for each person's sole purpose. Yeah. So I think when people look ahead to being a millionaire, they forget the step by step by step by step progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I have the feeling I want to be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I love it.
if I recall all the money just passed by on my account, if I put that together, I am already a millionaire.
Yes.
It's just the thing, I don't know how to handle that money.
There you go, because the mindset that you grew up with is that money's not a priority. So money just slips through your hands because you've got your parents' conditioning and parents' stories. And like I said, it's not a bad thing. It just is how the human mind works. So of course money's going to slip through you. Money's going to be like water because you don't know how to manage money. So if you now, as the adult, you get to say, I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn how to manifest money. I'm going to learn how to manage money. I'm going to learn how to save money. I'm going to learn how to invest. And that's where the inner work comes in. Yeah. And this isn't about you. I've done this myself, right? We can read all of the books. We can read the books over and over and over again. But if we don't have that aha moment, exactly. If we don't have that breakthrough, if we don't recognize the lesson that we need to learn, you'll just keep reading books and just be like, yay.
Yeah.
There comes a time when you have to shift that and say, okay, I've read this book, like I've learned the lesson. I'm going to practice this. I'm going to do something about it, so yeah, it's powerful work.
So are they, I know that pretty soon we're going to finish, but are they any simple principles when it comes to investing and avoiding some very common mistakes?
Yeah. So for me, it all starts with mindset, right? It all starts with mindset because it starts with alignment, right? So when it comes to investing, you are looking at what you want to invest in. Yeah. So some people want to invest in property, some people invest in like shares, some people invest in companies, some people invest in so many different things, right? The first thing to recognize is what excites you, what looks good for you, what feels good for you. Mm-hmm. And the number one person to invest in, or the first thing to invest in, is you. You're the investment. You're the investment.
Yes.
And then, like, so for example, like, I'm sure at some point I'll go into real estate. It's not something that I'm doing now. It's not something that I want to do right now. I'm investing in other things. I'm investing in my business. I'm investing in gold and silver and precious metals because I love, it just resonates. It's just like gold is my thing, right? As you can probably tell. So I'm investing in things that mean something to me. But you get to choose. You get to choose. So I would, yeah, I would definitely say check in. Where are you at? What's important for you to focus on right now? Work on your money mindset. Like you guys know, I've given so much like value and so many like nuggets. If you do the work, yeah, and if you sit there and you journal and you work through like all of my courses, I always give you the coaching exercise that's going to make that shift, right? It's like that thing, that question. What are my limiting beliefs around money? What does money mean for me? What do I want to use my money for? What is the purpose of money? Like these kind of things shift everything, and the inner work is your responsibility. We give you the tools, you have to do the inner work to see the results.
Yeah, I cannot tell you how much confidence is giving the awareness that you can afford to buy yourself this dress or that whatever things you have in your mind. I remember one point in my life I was financially dependent on my partner, and I remember the feeling of asking for money and being financially codependent. Also in this group we're having on Facebook, some of us can relate. What could you advise anybody who is watching, how to break, why and how to break this pattern of being financially free, how to find, hey, I'm enough, even if I leave this guy right now, there will be a way for me to make money and afford housing and food.
Such a good question, and myself, I've been in that situation as well, very, very similar. So the first thing is always going to be your self-belief. Literally, it's your self. Do you believe? It's more like, okay, you have to believe that you will make money, you will find money, you will come across money. You have to believe in yourself. You have to just have the idea, like even if, you know, somebody decides to take a job, you know, where it's minimum wage or a night job, or they just go straight in and they just say, I've had enough, this is what I'm worth. You have to believe. You have to believe that you are capable of being financially independent, you know, of making money. That's the first thing, because when you know that, then the universe opens up all the gateways and all the possibilities.
I
Do you
like
know
it.
what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It always does that. So it's belief that comes first. And like I say every time as well, then it's the practical stuff, you know. Then it's the practical stuff of contacting the people that you need to and making sure you're safe. I always say, you know, where absolutely possible, make sure you've got savings, make sure you have your own money, make sure you have at least £1,000, $1,000, you know, saved up in cash that only you know it exists. Like we don't have to tell, even in healthy relationships, you don't tell your partner everything, you know, but you have to make sure you're okay. So yeah, have some cash aside, save, put whatever you can, you know, on the side, and know that you can always make more and more as you become more confident, as you believe in yourself more, and yeah, believe it.
Hey,
Yay.
yeah, I was thinking what you said, and I also was thinking about the point of mind power, how to use the mind power, law of attraction, intuition, feminine energy to manifest more money. That's a whole different masterclass, which we can sign up at your website.
Yes.
Could
Yeah.
you whisper a little secret of?
I'm giving it all away. So
Don't do it.
this much I will say 100%, absolutely, completely, totally, I believe, and I know it for a fact. Us women are so powerful. We are so powerful. Trust me, we can manifest money just like that. Like we really can manifest thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds just like that. Now, the just like that is made up of belief, intuition, being very, very clear on what your vision is, getting into the feeling, trusting the universe, taking risks, you know, like there's a lot there. There's a lot there. But I can tell you for sure, 100%, women absolutely can make more and more money, and we can build lives of independence with healthy relationships, you know, in healthy relationships. That's a really key distinction to make, you know. We can be dependent on ourselves and love the journey along the way. We can absolutely do it. So yeah, I mean, because there's so much more to the piece of like attracting money and manifesting money. I've manifested £30,000 within 4 hours of having pretty much £3.97. I had £3.97 in my purse. 4 hours later, I had £30,000 cash. Right. One of my students, because I teach. Hey.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I teach the process back, you know, there's lots to it. But one of my students, she had one class with me and part of my Transform Your Money Vibes course. And she made she magnetized 140,000 Australian dollars within like a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. And my students will manifest new jobs. They manifest £5,000 clients who pay £5,000. They manifest more customers, more clients. So, you know, it's like what I teach is really, really powerful. It's maybe out of the box, but it's like when you get into the details and when you do the exercises that I teach, honestly, magic happens. And women, we are here to make money. We absolutely can. I'm really shifting a lot of my teaching to focus on women and helping women to manifest more money and business and so on. So you'll see some changes in some of my content as we go ahead.
Yeah, I like the one that you said, taking rest. I think for me, that's really the number one key. Like you have to believe and then take rest. Because if you don't take rest, then, you know, nothing's really going to happen, right? Rest speaker here.
I love it. It's been amazing. Can I just quickly tell everybody about the self-love challenge?
Yes, that's what my following question.
Yeah, let me know about that.
I
I see that one.
All right, guys, you have 1 hour to sign up for my 21-day self-love challenge. So it's only £8. We change the price at 2 p.m. Okay, so it's not going to be available at that price. So it's originally £35. And basically, for 21 days, you're going to receive an audio from me with a really powerful lesson about self-love and about abundance and really tapping into who you are. You can listen to the tracks when you're doing your makeup or when you're having breakfast. Like they're really powerful tracks. And then you get exercise at the end of it, soul work assignments. And these are journaling prompts, and you can sit there in your journal and explore yourself to find the answers. And they're not very difficult, but they're very, very powerful exercises. And the bonus that I've added today is that you'll join my inner circle on Facebook, where you have complimentary group coaching sessions. You have access to training videos that are already in the group as well. And you have lifetime access. You can listen to it over and over and over and over again. You'll get future updates for free. And it's just one of my favorite things that I've created. So sign up today. We will put the link in the group, in the caption, or in the comments as well. So you have about an hour, not even an hour. You have about 55 minutes to sign up.
Is that live session?
Oh no, so it's all pre-recorded. So you'll receive each one every morning. And it starts 10 a.m. on Monday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We've got a few days, and we start on Monday. And I'm on a mission. I want to see more women happier, richer, confident, successful, believing in herself.
You already did. I'm already starting my new business right now because of You did inspired me. Anna inspired me. So thank you so much.
Oh,
Reading your book was like, okay, I need to do it.
yes. I love that. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Thank you, Joy.
Oh,
This is
cool.
what I mean.
So I think you, Leila, are, and many of women who are watching, who were able to monetize their passion.
Yes.
So I don't know if we have probably we don't have extra second, or maybe during the next interview, how to start monetize your passion.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about that in the next one. We could do a business masterclass. We can talk about yeah, being successful in business for the next one. Let's do that.
Perfect. Thank you everybody
Yes.
for watching. I see Sandra was posting on our Facebook, right? We have yeah, thank you for sending the link for 21 day, Leila. Amazing.
It's okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, amazing. Listen, it's been such a beautiful, powerful conversation as always. So many nuggets as well. We're here for each other. We need each other. Humanity literally needs women, needs us stepping up, right? Our children need us. Our future children need us. So we have to do whatever it takes. And so for me, I'm just giving whatever I can away to help as many women to just keep up leveling. So yeah, have a look at the 21-day self-love challenge. We start on Monday. You have about 50 minutes to sign up. And when you sign up, I will be jumping for joy.
Yes. And oh, I have one more thing.
Go ahead.
They said, to be successful, you need to follow successful people. So I follow Leila.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, let's go to the self-love 21
Yeah.
days, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, that was the money vibes. Thank you everybody for watching. Leila has to have her dinner.
You can tell I'm hungry.